You've heard the saying, common sense ain't so common? Well, the same applies to fitness. My name is Gezus V, and this is Fit Sense. Now, I first wanted to get started by introducing myself, giving you just some background as to what I'm doing, who I am, what the hell am I doing here talking to you in the first place. Long story short, I was working corporate for at least a year and a few months. I was miserable. I hate it because I believe I have ADHD. I was never formally diagnosed, So, I like to bounce off the walls. I have this natural energy. I always want to be running around. I always want to be helping people. I always want to be doing something. And this job that I had me confined to a cubicle, like in the Matrix, just typing away in front of the screen, talking to complete strangers. I just hated it. I was resilient. I promised myself that I would give it at least a year, so I did that. I gave it a year and a few months, and one day I walked into work, I turned on the computer, and I made a decision. I decided to say fuck my insecurities, and decided on that very day that I was not going to be miserable anymore. I was not going to continue to live a life where I would just wake up miserable. And the only thing that kept me going day after day after day after day was the gym, was fitness, was working out. Literally, I would work sometimes 10, 12 hours confined to one space, sometimes taking some bathroom breaks and very short lunch breaks. Only thing that kept me going from one day to the next was when I went to the gym. When I went to the gym, I felt empowered. I felt reinvigorated. I felt like I had the strength to go forth. But then as soon as I got to work the next day, gone. I'm gone again. And then it was just like a constant peak and decline, and I hated it. I just couldn't do it anymore. But I was resilient, and I promised myself that I would give it the year. On that very day, I decided I was no longer going to be a corporate gerbil or whatever, one of those things. I wasn't going to be one of those things anymore. And I left. I had vision because people would constantly come up to me in the gym and they would ask me for advice, ask me about how I got the results that I did. I never really had the answers. I decided that this was something that made me feel good, something I felt passionate about. Why not make it a career? I did some research, went on the computer. Long story short, I am now in the process of getting certified as a personal trainer with the National Academy of Sports Medicine. Boom! That's not enough, because I want to send a message. I want to help people. Every day I'm out in New York City and all I see is pessimism, cynicism, negativity. People are just grumpy and grimy and angry, and that's not my energy. It's never been my energy. We don't have to delve into my background. Let's just say it wasn't all pink roses. But my natural energy is always that of optimism and motivation and inspiration, and that's what I want to do for the people, and that's what this channel is all about. That's what Fit Sense is all about. It's not only showing videos of a beefcake with his shirt off. You want someone that is going to delve into the how. The how do you get motivated day in and day out when life is just so difficult, and that's what Fit Sense is all about. It's also about you, the people. We want to hear from you. What is it that motivates you to go to the gym, or vice versa? Why aren't you going to the gym? Why aren't you into fitness? Why is it that maybe you smoke or that you drink all the time? Maybe we can use that information, and I could use my background and apply it to help you live a better and healthier lifestyle, because I promise you, the way I was living before, the way I live now is completely different. I'm moving right along. If you follow me on Instagram, call me Mr. V. I usually and almost always hashtag fuck your insecurities. Please pardon my language for the PGs. What that basically means is making a decision to no longer allow your fear of doing whatever it is you want to do. No longer allow that fear to control your life. There are too many people that live in our society who allow their circumstances to dictate their daily life, and they'll make so many excuses. If it's a single mother, I don't have childcare. If a kid that had a rough upbringing, we all have struggles. I personally believe, I'm a personal believer in fitness, that the feeling you will get once you get into fitness, it will help you overcome those obstacles. And that's what Gezus V is all about. That's what I'm here to do. We'll talk more about FYI on a later date. Now, let's talk about jumping into this dream or this vision, because I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not like ever since I was 6 years old I always thought of being a bodybuilder or like some world-renowned personal trainer, because that's not the case. Honestly, this is probably like a year and a half, maybe even less. This is probably like a 6-month-old vision that I had, but I know that I can do it. I know I can be successful at it, and that's what I'm gonna do. How did I do it? I had a job which paid me a very handsome salary, provided me health care, 401k, and all the fluff that makes people stay at their jobs when they know they are just dying and they're just miserable. How did I do it? How did I work up the courage to literally just go to work one day and say, fuck you? You have to realize your potential. You have to come to a point in your life where the way you want to live needs to be more important than your temptations, your habits, your cravings, everything that you do that prolongs you from reaching your potential, whether it's watching too much TV, on social media too much. You need to really pinpoint these targets in your life. Make a decision that the way you want to live is going to be prioritized, and that's going to be number one, and then everything else can work around that. At the end of the day, this is your life. You get one. We all get one. I could very well be insecure and say, oh, I'm too old for this. Let's leave it for the young kids. No, but I know I can do it, so why not? That's one way. So you just need to focus. People say, yeah, just focus, but how do you do it? Like I mentioned, you have to pinpoint the distractions in your life. It's hard, it's difficult, but you kind of have to isolate yourself from those things, because if you don't, they will consume you. They will consume you. Next thing you know, 10 years will go by and you'll be like, what the hell have I done? What have I accomplished? Have I done anything? Did I climb Mount Kilimanjaro? What the hell, You don't want to live like that. I lived like that, and this is why I created this channel, so you guys can hopefully learn from my experiences and not have to go through the same thing. What is it going to require from you to be able to dive into your dreams this way? It's going to take unrealistic optimism. Like I said earlier, you can step outside your doorway and every single thing that you see is going to tell you no, that you can't. Advertisements are going to blow up this vision, this grand thing. Your subconscious, your mind is going to tell you, there's no way I can live up to that. There's no way I can do this. It's not true, man. It's not true. One, we have the internet. So you have the world at your fingertips. So you can research literally anything. And if you really want to do something, all you have to do is take that first step. Once you take that first step, you're not going to want to go back, because you get deeper and then deeper and deeper into the things that you want to do. In essence, that is what Fit Sense is going to be all about. Motivation, exercise videos, how-to videos, diet and wellness. It's not just going to be me with my shirt off doing a bunch of bench presses, as we call that. We're being innovative, something completely different. Some videos will be serious in nature. Some videos will be silly, and all the videos will be geared to somehow help improve somebody's life through fitness. Some topics may be uncomfortable, but we're not leaving any stone untouched. As always, please share, like, subscribe, and comment, because we want to hear from you. We want to know your ideas, what you think, You know, who knows? If you have a great idea, we might just hit the streets and get it done. Or if there's a topic you want us to cover, or if there's a topic you want me to talk about, let's talk about it. Let's see, you know, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes down in the fitness realm that's not talked about, and that's what Fit Sense is all about. So, as always, until next time, peace. You've heard the saying, common sense ain't so common? Well, the same. Alright, bring it back, rewind.